and welcome to Love, Lincoln University Viewpoints, a show designed to express the different opinions and views of Lincoln students on the latest and hottest topics. My name is Lynn Shirley. Let's meet our panelists.
Hello everyone, my name is D. Wayne Walker Jr. I'm a Mass Comm student here at Lincoln University, and I'm a junior.
Hello everybody, my name is Shantae Hughes. I'm a computer science major and I am a senior.
Hello everyone, my name is Brian Taylor, graduating senior, major in computer science, minor in psychology.
A 911 caller is now under arrest after calling police in Pasadena about a robbery that led them to kill a 19-year-old college student. Oscar Carrillo told police that two men stole his laptop and one of them was armed. After police arrived at the scene, they proceeded to shoot one of the teenagers. Pasadena police are placing some of the blame on Carrillo after he admitted that he made a false report. Shantae, do you think the false report led to the boy's death?
First of all, why are you passing blame? I mean, they're the ones who shot this teenager who was unarmed. Maybe I think that partial to blame would have to be racial profiling if I believe the student was black. So I think that's a part of it, but just to say, you know what, yeah, we shot him, but it's his fault for saying that he was armed, no. You're wrong.
Right.
I think everybody's to blame. I blame the police officers, one, because there should be better procedures for handling people that have guns. You know, you can shoot them in the leg, you can shoot them in the arm. I know the chest is one of the main, it's important to us. So why is that always a necessary condition of shooting somebody, especially if they're black? And racism and racial tensions have been very high within the last few weeks. So I'm blaming everybody.
Well, I don't think that it's necessarily just because he was. I mean, well, I do believe that race plays a major part in it. But you know, police their job is to shoot to kill, not shoot to injure. They're supposed to shoot to kill. So I think he does have blame in it, because if it wasn't for you calling and saying that he had a gun, then they wouldn't have, you know, just assumed that situation.
Definitely.
But at the same time, y'all chased this man down. Y'all didn't ask him did he have anything on him, whatever. Y'all just assumed because of the call, and then because he was black, things just escalated and went to the next level.
Solely unacceptable. And
it's unacceptable for the citizen to feel like, I have to say that this guy has a gun in order for the police to come.
Right.
That falls back on the police officers themselves, because if you really are there to protect and serve, they shouldn't be able to call you during any situation.
Yeah, and
right.
you should have urgency about whatever the case is.
About having a gun. That
exactly,
was
like
unacceptable.
he said that they had a gun because he wanted them to come faster. Like, what does that say about the Pasadena police? Like, if I'm going through something, I can't depend on you to be there to protect me, and that's your job, to protect and serve.
Unless a gun is involved.
Unless a gun is involved, exactly.
Unacceptable.
Well, we'll be right back after this short PSA break.
We don't win unless we work together.
It's how we play our best.
It's how we survive on the field.
Now that same teamwork can save 13 million people
affected by the famine, war, and drought in the Horn of Africa.
Go to this site
and forward the facts to everyone you know. The more people who know,
the more money we can raise.
And the more money we raise,
the more people we can help.
Because saving lives doesn't take a lot.
It just takes a lot of us.
Bottoms up, but it's going down. My house party. Welcome to my house party. Welcome to my house party.
The night of your life can turn into your worst nightmare within seconds. Don't drink and drive.
Welcome back, guys. After waiting for hours in a St. Louis hospital complaining about a sprained ankle, homeless female Anna Brown was never treated. Instead, hospital employees called the police saying she was causing a disturbance and wouldn't leave. After the police talked for a short while with Brown, they took her into custody. When they took Brown to jail, she told them that she couldn't walk, so they dragged her into her cell. Within 15 minutes, when a guard came to check on her, they discovered her body. Dwayne, what do you think about that?
I'm still heartbroken only because she was in agony. She clearly was in pain. She needed medical assistance. No matter if she had Medicare, I don't care about health insurance. That woman was in need at that time, and for them to drag her, for them to put her in that circumstance, I'm hurt. I'm deeply hurt by this stuff.
They could have handled the situation better, whether or not if she was creating a disturbance, by all means, you try to calm down the situation, but to, ask her questions, to talk to her, and then decide to take her into custody. She's saying she can't walk, I'm in pain. So you drag her to her cell. I believe that this woman was probably, in her cell when she was in there alone. She was probably crying or moaning, saying, I need help, I'm in pain, and they just ignore it.
The bottom line is, she was homeless. They don't care about homeless people. That's it.
That should have never made a factor in anything that was going on.
But you know that's what it is. Homeless people don't have a say so. They're the bottom of the barrel.
So that means that nobody's words should have void. Nobody's words should be void in any hospital then, because the hospital is hospitality. You're designed to help people, to assist people. If I'm sitting in a corner and I'm letting you know I'm in pain,
right?
Why? Money should not play a factor in that. And then for the hospital employees to walk past her, like, no compassion, no. Right. Where's the communication? Where's the compassion in the hospitals all over America? Like that.
I watched the video. She was just sitting in the corner, like under this sheet. When I say with no exaggeration, like 6 hospital. I don't know if they were nurses, doctors, whatever. 6 people walked past her.
They should be
Some
fired.
people ain't even look. They didn't even look at her. Like, how do you walk past somebody in the emergency room and not say, "Are you okay? Is somebody taking care of you? What's going on?" Anything. Then the cops come in. And they're talking to her for a couple minutes, and they're like trying to like go like this, like you can see, it's no sound, but you can see them like trying to get her to get up. And then they like physically grab her, like she falls out the chair. Mm-hmm. But what they didn't know was the sprained ankle led to blood clots, and they traveled.
Yeah,
and that's why she died.
Away.
So if she's in just like huddled up in this blanket, what kind of disturbance was this woman possibly be making?
Exactly. Besides saying, "I'm hurt, please help me," that's why I'm here. I'm in the hospital because I'm hurt. Clearly, I need assistance. But at the end of the day, she was homeless. They don't need she's who is she really hurting? Like who?
Exactly.
It doesn't matter.
That's terrible.
They probably see this every day in that hospital though, on some real homeless people coming in. Not saying that it was right, but how are you supposed to know? Like, granted she should have been treated, but this happens all the time. Like, I know even in Jennerville, people go to Jennerville and wait for how long?
Hours.
Be in there so long.
But the first thing they ask you when you come in the door, where's your insurance?
Yeah.
What kind of insurance do you have? That's the first question. So they probably said, okay, she came in, I don't have any insurance. However, the conversation went, they said, okay, we'll take care of you. Sat her down. They ran tests on her ankle. Even if it was just a little patch up job with some tape so she can walk. Like, that's all they had to do. But because she was homeless, let's just leave her here. Eventually she'll get up and leave. Like, she probably just wants somewhere to go just to be out from being outside so long. Like, let's just leave her in the corner.
That's terrible.
Well, hopefully Anna Brown will get justice. Students are now permitted to register for classes if they have a balance of $5,000. The Office of Fiscal Affairs and President Jennings has decided to remove the policy due to students not receiving information in sufficient amount of time before registration. However, the original policy is still in place for the room selection. Brian, do you agree with the policy? You agree with his decision?
Yeah, it's like another chapter in the life and times of a struggling college student. I mean, I can't register for classes because of XYZ is set up, and he's removed that. So now students don't have an excuse why they can't register for classes.
But is this it's not the first time it happened?
Oh yeah, it's not the first time. It's not going to be the last time.
So do you think this is just a personal question? Do you think that this is him trying to give something back? Let me get on the student's good side now.
Yeah, possible. Yeah, everything is a gimmick.
I don't think it's like that, because at the end of the day, before you come back next semester, your balance got to be 0.
Definitely, you definitely
Yep.
about that. Yeah, by July 1st, I believe.
July 1st.
July 1st,
yeah.
If it's
So-
not 0 by July 1st, you revoke, your room and your classes. So
So
you
I
gotta do
agree.
the whole process.
He is giving you more time, and thankfully he is. But when you come back, even if you do select your room, you select your classes, they dumping all that out. If you don't have that balance to 0 by July 1st,
They mean business, man. They're not
So
holding
you
nobody down for
students-
nothing.
I mean, it's nothing they can do. We talked about this a couple shows back. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a state
Yeah,
law. It
state
didn't
law.
just start. Only difference is Nelson was a little bit more lenient.
Yeah,
on,
he's a little
you know,
cool cat. Yeah.
He's a little more lenient on it, and Jennings is probably it's making it. In all actuality, it makes the university as a whole look bad because our school. I'm sure we're not the only one who does it, but we probably are in top 5 that
Yeah.
got the biggest balance overall.
Yeah,
'Cause
clearly.
I mean, I talked to my friends at all the other universities, and I told them about a balance situation. Like balance, if your balance not 0, you're not coming back
Right.
next semester. Like it's over. I don't care if it's $1, $2, you have to pay that off. So, like this is one of the only universities that had that problem that I know of. I'm not gonna say the only one in the world.
But that's because I think because our school is so tight knit and we're a family, like everybody's like, come on, help me out. And it's like, oh, I feel okay. All right. Like a little hush, be quiet under the table. I'll give you a couple more weeks. And it's like, all right, when is enough? Like,
And
When
what
you
is
gonna put your foot down?
what is that teaching us? Like
Right.
to hold those balances. Like when we get out in the real world, we thinking, oh,
like our students are spoon fed.
Yeah.
Everybody's so used to being dependent on, and y'all depend on the faculty and staff, but then y'all want to be treated as adults, but y'all need them. Y'all, you get what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it's like y'all want the best of both worlds.
I don't know. I don't think they want to grow up.
I mean, it's about to be a harsh reality come
Oh,
July.
I got that
Come
smooth
July.
reality check today. Oh no.
I definitely got my cap and gown.
Oh.
So with my 0 balance. So
Right, guys.
I'm cool.
I might not be back.
This helps a lot of students out on campus, and this policy gives them more time to pay off their balances. But we'll be right back with entertainment.
So, same time next week?
Well, of course.
Danse, balance, suis la cadence. On lève bien tes hanches au bal du dimanche. Danse, que la fête commence. Dans ma belle robe blanche, je suis ton chou.
You didn't give up on sex. Don't give up on birth control either. There are more methods than you think. Find yours at bedsider.org.
Welcome back, guys. After being out of the spotlight since 2010, Nadia Solomon, better known as Octomom, is getting paid to do an interview and pose semi-nude for a British magazine. She is struggling financially. Solomon's lawyer tells the Washington Post that she cannot hold down a regular job and pay bills with 14 children to take care of. Shantae, do you think that she should be posing nude to get the support?
I'm kind of on the fence with this one because ever since I've heard about Octomom, I was just blown. I was like, wait, she is having 8 kids and she got more at home with a total of 14. That was just a little bit ridiculous to me. Like, Octomom,
So many kids.
you're not Angelina Jolie, boo-boo. I'm sorry. But people were calling her that, and even then when she's like getting her little plastic surgery, they're like, oh, she's trying to be like Angelina Jolie. I mean, you do what you got to do to pay the bills. I mean, you got 14 kids, so something got to give.
Right.
She better learn to invest. She should have learned to invest during those 9 months. Like, I don't think her forward planning for her kids was sufficient enough. But in regards to her posing nude, by any means necessary, you do what you gotta do to raise your kids. And like some of the death threats and stuff that she's been receiving, I think is totally unacceptable. But then you still have people out here who have baby moms and stuff who's abusing welfare, and you're not saying anything to them.
Right,
so
they
I'm
ain't
like,
getting no messages on Facebook.
yeah, I'm like, what's up? Like, I mean, she got 14 kids versus your one, but then we're not gonna get into it.
So you have, her situation is she doesn't have enough money, but she can't work because she has so many kids to work. But why are you sending your kids to private school for $4,000 a month and you don't have any money?
Exactly. That's why I said she is not the forethought that comes with raising her kids is just not there, man.
It's not. And she, in the interview, she just kept saying, I'm such a good mom. I talked to my kids about doing the shoot. They were all, you know, they were excited about it. What are they gonna say? No, Mom, don't. We don't need any food. We don't need any clothes. Don't do it. Like,
I don't even know $200
that she's.
I mean, I think you gotta do what you gotta do. You know, my thing is, how much is the child support a month for the guy?
She getting. Who is the father? How many? Is it
at?
one dad with all 14?
Do we get all them 14 kids on the weekend?
Well,
Octo
is 8, right?
Octo is 8.
Oh, but she had kids before that.
She has kids before that.
Oh, she had a life and death decision to make. Right
like
there.
she has a lot. Where is the support from the fathers?
Yeah, that's the real question needs to be asked.
That's what X said another time. Well, OU, that is our show for today. Be sure to join us next Wednesday at 9 p.m. for an all-new episode. Thanks for tuning in to Love, and remember, love isn't just a 4-letter word, it's our viewpoint.